Shabbos, everybody. It's Shabbos. It's the beginning of our Labor Day. What, Labor Day? Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
So I just got to the States 2 years ago. I'm still learning the cycle. Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, there's a reason why I wanted to do this next piece. So Memorial Day. All of a sudden it got really low. I don't know why it got like really soft. Yeah. Hey, yeah. On the bottom of page 5, we say, Lev Tahor Brali Elohim. God open the space in my heart tonight. Then we have the word nachon. because that space is correct. Nachon, it's right. So we'd like to invite you all to sing with us tonight, to pray with us tonight. To enter the space together, open our energies. You made it, you're here. Na 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 na, ya na na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, ya na 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 na, na 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 na. Ya da 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 da, nine 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 nine, nine 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 nine, nine 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 nine, na 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 na, nine 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 nine, nine 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 nine. Na 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 na, לב טהור ברא לי אלוהים, ורוח נכון חדש בקרבי. לב טהור ברא לי אלוהים, ורוח נכון חדש בקרבי. אל תשליכני מלפניך, ורוח קודשך אל תיקח ממני. אל תשליכני מלפניך, ורוח קודשך אל תיקח ממני. לב טהור ברא לי אלוהים, ורוח נכון חדש בקרבי. לב טהור ברא לי אלוהים, ורוח נכון חדש בקרבי. אל תשליכני מלפניך, ורוח קודשך אל תיקח ממני. אל תשליכני מלפניך, ורוח קודשך אל תיקח ממני. יה נה 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 נה, נה 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 נה, יה נה 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 נה, נה 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 נה.
Now I feel ready for Shabbos. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Feel your feet planted on the floor and your tush planted in your chair. Feel the firmness of your body sitting here with us all in this circle. And feel the shalem, the shalom, the wholeness that you are, especially as we enter into Shabbos. Shabbos is, as Heschel calls it, a palace in time, a place of wholeness. No matter what happened before we entered this space, No matter what we've been dealing with and carrying all week, all of that stays outside this space and we come in whole. And so we take another deep breath in to let all that go. Just let it out. And now as we take another breath in, instead of breathing in the tension that we carried in and letting it go, now we're going to breathe in all the blessings that we've been picking up along the way through our week. So close your eyes for a moment and imagine a couple of moments in your week that brought you blessing, peace, joy, and breathe that all the way in through your entire body. And then as you exhale, you're exhaling all that blessing into this space. Take another breath in of blessing and breathe it out into our space. And now, as you breathe in one last time, all the blessings are dancing around this room that we've been breathing out towards each other. Breathe in all the blessings of those that breathed it out to you, next to you, and into this room. Breathe that all in. And breathe out, and we'll make this air so thick with blessings that we can just feel it in the air and taste it. And breathe it all in again. And you are so full now that this will hopefully carry you through the next 25 hours. So just imagine this special Shabbos space, this palace that we've created here together in community, and carry it with you all through Shabbat as we become each other's angels, blessing each other all Shabbat long. Page 6. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharei, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Barchuni leshalom. Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchuni leshalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
In our tradition and Jewish tradition, the week has a personality. Shabbat has its own personality. And in a way, the Shabbat hides beneath the week. And as we enter Shabbat, we discover Shabbat. Shabbat starts peeking through. It says, hi, I'm here. And it tries to maybe show us our connections, our relationships, things that are important to us, so that we ourselves might also come out of hiding, peek out, say, here I am. On the bottom of page 7 and 8, third of the page up, in emboldened words, we say, Higalena, reveal yourself, Ufos chavivi alai. Higale, gale, gale, na. Ufos chavivi alai. It's Page 9 and 10. Lechu מרננה לאדוני נריעה לצור אישנו נקדם פניו בתודה בזמירות נריע לו נקדמה פניה בתודה נקדמה פניה בתודה בזמירות נריע בזמירות נריע בזמירות נריע בזמירות נריע את ידיו יצאו, בואו נשתחווה ונכרע, ירח לפני אדוני עושינו, כי הוא אלוהינו, אנחנו עם איתו, צאן ידו, בקולות תשמעו, תקשו אליו חגיגה, יום מסע במדבר, אשר ניסו, אהבתכם, בחלום גם בפועל. 40 שנה 40 שנה עקו בדור ואומר עם טועה לבבל והם לא ידעו דרכי אשר נשבעתי באפי אם יבואו אל מנוחתי יין na na
Page 20. Yai la 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 la, yai la la la. Yai yai la la, yai la la la. Ya la la la, yai yai la la. Ya la la, ya la 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 la. Yai yai la la, ya la la la.
Ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, na 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 na, ya na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na. מזמור לדוד, הבו לאדוני בני אלי, הבו לאדוני כבוד ועוז, הבו לאדוני כבוד שמו. השתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש, כל אדוני על המים, אל הכבוד ירים, אדוני על המים רבים, כל אדוני בכוח, כל if you're able. לבנון וציון כמו בן רמים, כל אדוני עוצר לעבוד אש, כל אדוני יכיל מדבר, יכיל אדוני מדבר קדש, כל אדוני יכול אלי עלות, ויחסו יערות, ובהיכלו הוא לא אומר כבוד. אדוני למה בולי ישר, וישב אדוני מלך לעולם, אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום. יא נה 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 נה, יא 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 Let's remain standing just for one more minute. As we keep standing, let's bend our knees a little bit. Try to feel the ground beneath your feet. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. You can lift our shoulders up all the way to our ears. You can let go. That's where the whole week is sitting. That place between the ears and the shoulders, that's where the week is. Try to feel that. Those feet on the ground. And we're letting go. That sense of being held, it's by your loved ones, by what you need to feel held by whatever holds you when you need support. Let's hold that for another minute. When you're comfortable, you can take a seat. לעמך פנה זוכרי קדושתך יחיד גאה לעמך פנה זוכרי קדושתך nay, 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 yay, nay, 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 no. Hi, nay, nay, no, nay, nay, hi, nay, nay, yay, nay, nay, hi, nay, 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 hi, nay, yay, no.
Page 24, I believe. Can you turn up the mic a little bit? I said page 24.
Also in the monitor.
Lecha, lecha, dodi, lecha, dodi, likrat, likrat, kala, likrat, kala, pene, pene, Shabbat, pene, Shabbat, nekane, Shabbat, pene, Shabbat, nekane, Shamor vezachor, bediבור echad, hishmi'anu, el hamiuchad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, l'shemo tiferet, velitila lecha, lecha, dodi, lecha, dodi, likrat, likrat, kala, likrat, kala, pene, pene, Shabbat, pene, Shabbat, likrat Shabbat, lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor, hamracha, merosh, mikedem, nesucha, sof ma'aseh, machshavat tefila,
Lecha, lecha, dodi, lecha, dodi, likrat, likrat, kala, likrat, kala, pene, pene, Shabbat, pene, Shabbat, Mikdash melech, ir melucha, kumitzei,
mitoch הבכר,
לעולת שבת, עמק הבכר,
והוא יחמור עלייך חמלה.
לך דודי, לך דודי, לקראת, לקראת קלה, לקראת קלה, פני, פני שבת, פני שבת
התנערי מעפר קומי, לבשי
כלה, לקראת כלה פני שבת, פני שבת נקרא.
התעוררי, כי באורך קומי,
כי באורך קומי אורי, אורי, אורי,
שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני, עלייך נגלה,
לך דודי,
לך דודי לקראת,
לקראת כלה, לקראת כלה פני שבת, פני שבת נקרא. לך,
לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת, לקראת כלה, לקראת כלה פני שבת, פני שבת
Nay 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 תשתופכי ומה דהמי בך יחסו עניי עמי ונבנתה עיר הגילה אור לך דודי כלה פני שבת נקבלה והיו לי שיסה שוסי תחכו כל לבלי עלייך אלוהי כמסוס חתן הכלה הולך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה הולך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת ימין ושמאל תפרוצי את אדוני תריצי על ידיש בין פרצי ונשמחה ונגילה הולך דודי ולקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה הולך כלה פני שבת נקבלה יאי ניי 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 איי ניי 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 איי ניי 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 איי ניי 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 איי ניי 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 יא ניי 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 הולך דודי לקראת כלה שבת נקבלה הולך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת
שלום
נותנת בעלה
גם בשמחה ותהילה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה
שבת המלכה
לך לך דודי לך דודי לקראת
כלה לקראת כלה בני שבת
בני שבת נקרא
Please turn to face the center. Remain standing. I'd like to use the energies in this room right now. Focus them toward healing of loved ones we're thinking of right now today. מי שברך אבותינו, אמותינו, הוא יברך וירפא את החולים שנזכיר כאן היום. הנני רופא לך, I will be a healer to you. שמעתי את תפילתך, I've heard your prayer. הנני רופא לך, הנני רופא, הנני רופא לך, שמעתי את תפילתך. הנני רופא לך, הנני רופא, הנני רופא לך, שמעתי את תפילתך. הוא יברך ורפא את החולים והחולות שהזכרנו כאן היום. הקדוש ברוך הוא ירפא ויחופך, רפואת הנפש ורפואת הגוף, שבאתי לזעוק ורפואה קרובה לבוא, נשתה בעגלה ובזמן קריב. ונאמר אמן. Please be seated. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
So great to see everybody on Memorial Day weekend. Right? It's Memorial Day, correct?
It's Memorial.
Okay, good. It's on Monday, though. I know that because my daughter doesn't have daycare. That's how I know. That's how I know things. Here, it's here. So, so I'd like to welcome people who are here for the first time. Is anybody here for the first time here at Romo? Oh, hi. Hi, wow, very nice, very nice. So I'd like to welcome you if you're here for the first time and you'd like to introduce yourself. I'd like to hand this mic to you, and please just say like your name, where you're from, so we could welcome you here to Romo. Yeah. I'll bring it to you. Oh, yeah. You can pass it on me. Thank you. Yeah.
My name's Marianne, and I live in the Bronx. I'm from England, and this is the first time I've been to a service like this, and I just love it. It's so
All right. And you're all the way from the Bronx, you're here.
Yes.
All right, well, I mean, listen. Welcome.
My name is Susie Roundtree, and I'm here from Camden, Maine. We belong to Odyssey Sharon community up there, and I've wanted to come here for a long time, so, and now I know why.
All right. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, this is a normal team. It's how it always is here every Friday.
My name is Lauren Trotterman, also from up in Camden, Maine. I came here 7 years ago, not to this building, and it took me 7 years to come back. So.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome back. Oh. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Eleanor Scott. I just graduated from Union Theological Seminary.
All right, Mazel Tov.
I know you. You were at the, that's so random that you're here. I did my CPE at Maine Medical Center right as you were leaving, so. Hi, everyone.
Mazel Tov on graduation. Very nice.
Hello, my name is Stan Alfan. I live up the block, and I just wanted to come and check it out, and finally got around to it.
You're always welcome from right up the block.
Hi, I'm Michal Dekel. I was born in Israel, and I've been here for a long time. I'm a professor at City College, professor of English, and I'm Daniel's mom.
ברוכה הבאה, תמיד מוזמנת.
Hi, I'm Lindley, and I'm from Maryland, but I moved up here to be closer to my daughter, who lives a couple blocks from here. And we've been walking past here, and I just moved up here recently, and I was so excited because we've been trying to find something in this area that we can connect to ever since October, what happened. And this is just so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. You're always
My
welcome.
daughter's Jenny.
Always welcome. Anybody else on this side? Yeah. Yeah. This is Victor. Thanks, Victor. Anyone on this side want to introduce themselves?
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm Sam Barish. I'm from New York, and
Where in New York?
from the East Side.
Okay.
Was a
All right,
Central
East Side.
Synagogue bar mitzvah.
All right.
And, it's my first time here, and I love it. So,
All right. Welcome.
I'm Ruthie. I grew up in Georgia.
Say your name again?
Ruthie.
Ruthie.
Yes. And I'm just having the best time singing and dancing with y'all.
Yes. Shalom y'all, as they say in Georgia, right?
Hi, I'm Sheila Pearl, a retired cantor, a Rebbitzin, and my grandson is a rabbi and a chaplain in the Air Force.
Wow.
I've been wanting to come for a long time, and my friend Michelle made it happen tonight, so thank you.
Thank you. You're a retired cantor and a Rebbitzin.
Ah.
My wife is still trying to figure out how to say a wife of a cantor because I just became a cantor. We don't know how to say that yet, so okay, we'll figure it out.
Hello,
Okay.
I'm David Shapiro from the Upper West Side. And this is my first time visiting with my wonderful son Noam, who comes often. And I'm
Yes.
so glad he introduced me to your wonderful, lovely, amazing service. So nice to be with you.
So nice to meet Noam's dad. Anyone else? Oh.
My name
My name is Shaike. I'm from Israel. My wife told me about this place. So I remember that, and when we found ourselves here in New York, we decided to come over. We definitely are happy coming here. That's great. One of the greatest experiences that we ever had. Thank you.
ברוכים הבאים. מאיפה בארץ? מאיפה? כוכב יאיר.
Hi.
A star will be bright. אני מכיר, בטח. בטח, כן, כן.
Hi.
כן, לאבי. אבי כהן. כן, כן. כן, כן.
Hi, I'm
Sorry.
Alan Barish.
Hey, Alan.
Related to this young man and his friend, and Julia Schlesinger, who is our good friend, and her parents told us about this place, and we finally got here, and it's really beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome. Right here next. Oh, yeah.
I'm Renee Wellner, and I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to be here on this Shabbat with all of you. It's wonderful. It's so full of love. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Welcome. Right here, yeah.
Hi, Dylan Schwartz. I'm from New York. I'm from Staten Island, but I live in Florida now and was brought here, frankly, wholly unprepared for what I was walking into. But this is quite lovely. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much. We were also almost unprepared, right? Wait, anybody else? Oh, yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, I'm Jackie. I've been here a million times, but I want to welcome my friend Pam, who is watching by video
Hi,
from
Pam.
Salt Lake City, Utah.
All right.
I brought her the Romamus Siddur last week. We were in the Equal Justice Conference together in Detroit, and tonight she's watching.
All right. Well, hi to Pam. Hi to Pam in that. I saw the camera turn to you as that happened. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Craig.
So welcome everyone near and far on Zoom, and those that are here, those that are new, those who have been here hundreds of times. It is really a treat for me to get to spend Shabbat with you at Romamu, because I don't get to come except once a month, but it's worth it to me to come all the way from Seattle. So I have the honor of giving the Devar Torah tonight. We can acknowledge it's been a tough year. Okay, I will come very close to the mic. How is that? Okay. And I will speak slowly. I think we can all acknowledge it's been a tough year. And it's been a tough few years. I look around at every crazy thing that is happening in the world, and it's overwhelming. Sometimes I'm consumed with stress and worry, frustration, and most commonly for me, feeling helpless, powerless to make positive change. Sometimes it's all just too much. Does anyone else relate to these feelings? I think we all do. So what do we do with those feelings? How do we get through times of suffering? Because even when we're not in a time of war or a pandemic or rising anti-Semitism or worrying about climate change, life comes with some amount of suffering. No one can escape it. To love is to lose. This is what it means to be human. And of course, we would never choose to remain completely isolated and alone to avoid the pain of loss. We need our attachments. We need to care. This week's Torah portion, Behar, details the agricultural practices of the Shemitah year and the Yovel year, the Jubilee. And I'll explain a little more about those later. Every 7 years, we are to release the land and refrain from planting anything in the land. It says, and in the 7th year, the land shall have a Sabbath, a ceasing, a Shabbat for Adonai. You shall not seed your field, and you shall not plant your vineyard, and you shall not reap your harvest-free growth, and you shall not cut off your untrimmed grapes. The land shall have a year of ceasing. And then the text goes on to describe an even more involved practice after 7 Shemitah cycles, so in the 50th year, after we count 49, where there's an even more releasing that we do. And I think that for a lot of us, we're not farmers, we're not living in the land of Israel. It might be hard to connect these instructions that we can't even follow to these questions about what to do with pain and suffering and loss. But there's a deep spiritual message in all of these countings of 7, and they offer us a practice which can help us navigate the difficult times when they arise. I started to recognize the same lesson years ago when my own tragedy struck, but it jumped out at me even stronger when I studied this Torah portion. It took me about a year of grieving and healing after my first pregnancy ended in a stillbirth, to be ready to open my heart and take the risk of loss and try again. But thank God I did. I now have 2 amazing, healthy, beautiful children. We go through something catastrophic, we adjust to our new world, and we keep on living. What other choice do we have? But sometimes we remain stuck if we're not able to shift to our new reality. I watched a friend who suffered a stillbirth around the same time that I did, and she was not as able to fully heal and move forward. We dealt with our grief in very different ways. I cried and shared with friends, and I didn't search for a reason this had happened to me. She cried out, accusing herself and the world. What did I do wrong? This should not have happened. How could this happen? And she's right. It shouldn't have happened. It's not fair. No one deserves the terrible ordeals that befall us. Even after she went on to have 2 healthy children, she continued to resist her reality. But they're supposed to have an older brother, she would tell me. My heart hurts for her pain, and my heart hurts for so much pain that is happening in the world. I can only hope that the years continue to go well for her and she is able to release a bit more of her tightly held grief each year. And I can only hope that all those who are suffering manage to make meaning and bring new goodness into the world from their experiences. So there are huge life-changing moments like those. And there are also small day-to-day experiences that challenge our equanimity. Often I find the constant minor stresses to be equally challenging. Not more painful, of course, but they throw me off balance. And I don't have the luxury of stopping life to work through them as I do with those major events. They build up until I find myself becoming cranky, irritable, complaining about all the things that aren't going exactly the way I want them to. Like yesterday morning, I discovered upon arriving a little later than I should to the airport that this was apparently supposed to be the largest day of travel in the entire year. So as I sat in an hour security line, wondering if I was going to miss my flight and miss my time with Romamu if all the flights for the entire weekend were full, thankfully I was working on this Devar Torah. Because if I hadn't, I might not have been able to keep my cool. I made my flight, but instead of doing what I normally would do, of incessantly checking my watch for the time, as if that would somehow control the speed of the line, as if by knowing the minutes were going by, I would somehow make my flight, I reminded myself that at this point, there was nothing I could do. Next time, I'll get up earlier, but now I'm in this line and there's no outcome that I can control. So instead, I had a lovely conversation with the couple next to me, and I let the family, whose flight was even earlier than mine, go through ahead of me. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I wasn't worried and annoyed at the line, but this perspective definitely helped me relax and have more patience, which in turn made me kinder to the strangers around me. So what are your touch tones that help you take a step back and breathe? For me, those little pockets of joy are the mornings that I absolutely nail my cup of coffee, cuddle time and giggles with my sons, a walk at a beautiful sunset, hearing a moving story. These little things are actually momentous, and they are the things that make up our days. They stop my negative loop long enough to remember how incredible it is to be alive and all the wonders there are to behold. So go back for a moment and recall the blessings that you started to think of when I invited you into the Shabbat space. Just close your eyes for a moment and imagine the blessings that you're bringing into your Shabbos. Where are you? Who are you with? And what does it stir up for you? We have these moments to help us build resilience so the storms don't knock us over quite as hard. Or even if they do, so we can rebuild again and continue to live our fullest life when things settle into their new normalcy. If we notice them long enough to take in their sights and sounds, their feelings, we can bring them back to mind anytime, like looking through a photo album. So Shabbat is where we start this practice. What do you appreciate about Shabbat? What does Shabbat do for you as you come to it every seventh day? I'm guessing that some folks think about Shabbat being a time to relax, unwind, spend quality time with their family. These are all the ones that first come to my mind. Maybe even Shabbat gives you the extra time to go inward and do more reflecting and communing with the divine. I hope that Shabbat each week can be all of that and more for all of us. So Shabbat makes a lot of sense. We're all here. We clearly wanted to do Shabbat together. And so every seventh day, we strive to get off the treadmill of doing, and we take a pause and a breath that hopefully allows our bodies to settle into a new rhythm. And this new space may remind us to be kinder and more patient with ourselves and others. And ultimately, Shabbat is an opportunity to focus on and remember all the blessings we have in this amazing life. And that's pretty powerful stuff. But there is an even deeper spiritual level that Shabbat, I believe, as well as this week's instructions for Shemitah and Yovel, can lead us to. So this week's Torah portion, Bahar, talks about Shemitah, and the word Shemitah literally means release. So it's a time to cultivate a practice of letting go, of releasing that stress and need to control outcomes, which can be a balm in times of suffering. In the 7th year, the land shall have a Shabbat Shabbaton, a Sabbath of Sabbaths, or I like to think of it, an ultimate Sabbath, an entire year of Shabbat. Right now, we're also in the days where we're counting the Omer, another cycle of 7. 7 cycles of Shabbat, as we count from Pesach to Shavuot, where we reenact the receiving of the Torah on Mount Sinai. We are constantly counting and moving in and out of these deepening cycles of 7, each one leading to a bigger, more intense process of releasing. Rest is important, of course. Rest for humans and animals each week so we don't burn out. And rest for the land itself every 7 years so it is not over-depleted of nutrients and will continue to grow food well into the future. And if we could manage all of that, dayenu. But Bahar instructs us how we are to let the land rest, but the reasons given are not for these practical reasons. The text says, Ki li haaretz, because this is my land, God's land. In the Yovel year, in that 50th Jubilee, we don't just let our land lay fallow, we actually relinquish ownership of the land. Because Ki li haaretz, God owns the land. We don't actually own we think of it as our land. God does. The message to me here is we don't really own anything. We are guests on this land, and everything is given to us on loan for us to appreciate and care for and give back. Sometimes I even question saying my children, which I will still always say my children for the rest of my life because they are my children, but this practice of really, truly holding on to even those things that we hold most dear, even our children, are still actually here in some way on loan as a gift for us to temporarily enjoy. That may seem hard, but if we imagine that, I think it really makes us truly appreciate the time that we do have with our loved ones. But before we can internalize such an extreme message, because I think we can all agree that's pretty hard to do, we get the practice of our 7-day cycle, our Shabbat. Each day of counting towards Shabbat is like saying, all this brokenness, yes, it's a lot, and it's not okay. You should strive to do what you can to mend, but you can't do it all. You need to stop sometimes, have a respite from focusing on it. Every 7th day, you have a taste of shalem, of peace and wholeness. One day to see what things can be, to give you the strength for the next 6 days to work towards that image. And then in the 6th day, you give back in this palace of time again, a place where we accept what is and let go of trying to change it. For 6 days a week, we struggle to fix, create, make the world what you can, but don't forget, it's not all in your hands. 1 day a week. Shabbat reminds us that there is something outside of us. We humble ourselves to remember we don't have ultimate control. So much is beyond our comprehension and our ability to change. We practice each and every Shabbat what it means to relinquish our control on the world just a little bit, to acknowledge the higher power that actually directs the flow of life. And then, every Omer, 49 days of counting, spending time with internal reflection and work as we prepare our souls to receive the teachings of the Torah, we remember our time as wanderers with no home, with no possessions, no security. And then, hopefully we're ready to try out the Shemitah in the 7th year, trusting that if we were to really stop for a whole year, there would still be enough. We accept whatever gifts come up on their own without our efforts and trust that it will sustain us. And finally, a complete reset, the ultimate and complete release in the 50th year, acknowledging our true place as one with everything in the universe, the earth and every human and creature, every human being and creature being connected and in total equality. We relinquish our ownings. We let go of what others owe us, what we wish they had done for us, the ultimate faith or trust. But it takes 50 years of deep work to be able to do that one, I think. V'kidashtem et shnat ha-chamishim shana ukratem dror ba'aretz lechol yoshveha yovel hi tiyeh lachem v'shavtem ish el achuzato v'ish el mishpachto tashuvu. And you shall consecrate the year that makes 50 years and proclaim liberty in the land to all its inhabitants. It shall be a jubilee for you, and you shall go back, each to their ancestral property, and you shall go back, each to their family. Proclaim liberty, dror. That's how we ultimately find freedom. How much lighter do we feel when we purge old stuff from our closets, right? How much more so when we can release the schmutz in our souls, the things we cling to that we wished were different. Judaism doesn't suggest that we should let go of everything all of the time and become aesthetics. We are on this earth to be God's partner, to work, to make change, and to enjoy all that the world has to offer. But Judaism teaches that everything needs limits. These ever-increasing releases, each 7 days, weeks, years, are here to teach us that we can't let our godlike abilities go unchecked. Without these constant pauses of 7, we are likely to think we have total control. Then, when the ground beneath us shakes and our illusion of control is shattered, we might crumble. If we think our own creations are everything and forget all the gifts that come to us without our efforts, we will lose our connection with those who help us and with the divine that flows within every person, animal, plant, even rock. I think this is why so many people that go through tragedy often speak of deeper appreciation for life and newfound perspectives. The spiritual guides in Bihar that are embedded in these seemingly archaic land practices can actually help us find all of that without massive upheaval from life-altering events. So by pausing our work, by refraining from our constant urge to manipulate and create, we can develop this perspective. We can remember that we are guests on this land, here to share the bounty with everyone. We can discover that there is enough for everyone if we release our grip on what we think is rightfully ours. If we forget the spiritual message and think we are entitled to own anything completely, we become distant from God. The opening line of this parsha says something a little unusual, and it is the title of the parsha, Behar Sinai, and God spoke to Moses in Mount Sinai. Why are we being reminded in this moment of Mount Sinai? We've already left Mount Sinai. We're wandering. And we know the commandments were given on Mount Sinai. Why do we need to be reminded and told this again? But there are several connections in this parsha to the story of Exodus. 2 other places echo the exact same wording as Exodus. The same phrase in this parsha, ki li haaretz, is also found in Exodus chapter 19. But the land must not be sold beyond reclaim, for the land is mine. You are but strangers, resident with me. It's the exact same words as in Bahar. We shall not sell the land permanently because the land is God's, and we are aliens and visitors with God. Chapter 19 of Exodus is also one of the few other places in the Torah where the word Yovel appears. God instructs Moses to blow the horn, the Yovel, and this will signal that the people can go up Mount Sinai to become the closest to God they will ever be to receive the Torah. And the only other place in the entire Torah where the word for liberty, dror, is found is also in Exodus in chapter 30. This time with instructions for safely entering the Mishkan, the very place where God dwells. So this parsha is constantly reminding us of our origins from slavery and starts off with the very opening words, the place back at Mount Sinai, receiving the Torah. So we are at the very time in our calendar where we're counting the Omer to prepare for this very same spiritual moment. All of these moments speak to coming as close as humans can to the divine through placing limits and boundaries on us. We can't enter until the horn is blown. We can't go up the mountain until the horn. We're limited on when we can go close. We're truly free only when we understand before whom we stand. Humility and audacity in balance. When we read this guide for releasing what holds us back from freedom and from spiritual growth, we are told, don't forget who you are, and don't forget what I am to you. We remember a time when we were completely dependent on God, no land or possessions, but all of our needs were provided for. We are toshavim, temporary residents, visitors on this earth. No matter how rooted we are in our physical space, we are of the earth, but the earth is not ours. My friend who lost her baby at the end of her pregnancy suffered doubly. She suffered from the loss of her expected son, but then she kept reopening the wound that was trying to heal by resisting what her life now was, mourning her loss and mourning her inability to change it. I hope that through these countings and rememberings, through our weekly practice of ceasing and releasing on Shabbat, through reflection of all of our gifts and preparing for our Mount Sinai moment in just a few weeks, that we can find some peace, some wholeness, and freedom. Freedom to know that our actions matter, that we can make a difference, and that we ultimately need to let go of their outcomes and appreciate this crazy roller coaster ride of life that we're on. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We rise for the Baruch Hu as we enter our Mariv and our communal prayer together.
Page 33 and 34.
Thank you.
Na מבורך, ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. Please be seated. אלה חיה וקיימת, תמיד תמלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ברוחה עד שכינה המעריבה האבים. Page 36, אהבת עולם את ישראל חי. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Page 39. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. On page 48. משה ומרים ובני ישראל הכנו שירה, בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם.
מי כמוך,
נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה
מלכותך רובנך בוקר היה לפני משה ומרים סלי אנו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל נשכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום עמידנו מלכנו לחיים ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך תקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך מושיע ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ועל ירושלים page 51-52 ושם ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורות המרית עולם איי 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 ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת וינחם יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה ועל מה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון ויום נכון וחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב וימרו אמן יש מרבה מבורך לעלם לעלמי עלמיה יתברך
וישתבח, ויפר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר, ויתעלה, ויתעלה, שמי דקודשה, לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה, ואמרו אמן. Page 78, please rise. If you're in mourning or mentioning your Yortzeit, please remain standing. If you'd like to mention names.
My father, Henry Haberfeld. My father, Douglas Cooper.
Also all those that are mentioned on Zoom. And if it's your custom to rise with the mourners, please do so. The mourners Kaddish can be found on page 116. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיא, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. Quick announcements? All right, please be seated. So, thank you for staying just a few more minutes. I know we're running a little bit late, and gonna make sure you'll make it to your, if there's reservations or things like that. You tell them you were in Romamu, they'll take care of it. Don't worry. All right. So let's see. So there's a few announcements, and I think you have them also in your Sidurim. So tomorrow morning we have open book with a special guest teacher, Rabbi Scott Perlow. He's coming to teach us at 8:45 a.m. At 10 a.m. Shabbat morning services right here at Romu, and Romu membership drive. So are you not a member yet? You can join today. Are you already a member? You can renew your membership now. 100% of your dues go towards supporting everything you rely on from your Romu community. And you can find all the information at romu.org/membership. On our May Shabbat dinner, Tarot Kabbalah with Mark Horn, will be on Friday, May 31st. Following the services, there's going to be a dinner, community connection, and Romu opportunity for learning. And you can see all the info on that over here on your pamphlet. Also, an evening with Yosef Goldman at the JCC on Wednesday, May 29th, Abita. That's Yosef Goldman's new album. He's been here. He will be here. He's just, really a joy to listen to. So make sure to visit romu.org/register to learn more about that.
And that's the melody we're about to sing. Is it Yosef Goldman?
That's right. Yeah. That's right. We're about to sing a Goldman. Mm-hmm. And Israel Day on 5th. All right. So Sunday, June 2nd. We are going to be part of the Israel Day parade, which is going to be, wow! It's going to be this year. I don't even have the words. It's going to be somber, but so important. So important. We stand together, united in solidarity, despite our differences. Am echad, lev echad, one people, one heart. Supporting the people of Israel. This year, we've renamed our flagship event to Israel Day on 5th to emphasize in a respectful and dignified manner that this year is different. And that our passion for Israel remains stronger than ever before, and that we are indeed one people, one heart. Also, introduction to Kabbalah classes have started already, and it's a historical and spiritual journey. Second session is going to be on June 3rd, 4 p.m. That's with Rabbi David Ingber, and you can, again, go to romu.org/register to join. One more event that's happening this week is a 2-day event called Recharging Reform Judaism, and it's really, I've been there. I've been to this last year. It's at Stephen Wise Free Synagogue. It's a pretty amazing seminar, and this year is going to be extra amazing. And Rabbi David and myself are taking part in these 2 days. We're going to be leading a shacharit together on the second day on May 30th. That's going to be, it's Wednesday and Thursday, so we're leading a shacharit. We're going to be leading panels together and separately on Israel and on America's Jewish American responses after October 7th, and music after October 7th. You can guess who's doing which, and it's going to be really a really special 2 days. So, yeah.
That's a lot of announcements.
That's a lot of announcements. Mm-hmm.
That is how it is with May.
Shall we turn to
Thank yous?
Sfirata? Yeah, no, let's do thank yous at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to count the Omer. We are in the Omer counting period, and it is on page 103. So for 49 days, we're commanded to count. We pause and reflect, and we become more aware of the passage of time. By counting, we are reminded to cherish our days, to make the most of each moment we have. If we counted down in anticipation to the event's arrival, we might not notice the journey in between. Counting down, we tend to focus on where we're going, forgetting to experience where we are. We might be so ready to skip the wandering in the wilderness and jump right to Mount Sinai, the moment of revelation, that we miss the point of our travels. So instead, we count up 49. For each day, we are richer with wisdom. Each day, we are changed in some small way. Each day, we have the potential to witness miracles and find awe in the day-to-day of living. We count up as we climb up another step and gaze out from the new vantage that we have gained. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who sanctifies us with mitzvot and commands us to count, and by counting, to treasure each day.
Please rise on page 103.
L'Hashem yichud, Kudsha bricho u'shchinteh, Hineni mukhan u'mezuman, Lekayem mitzvat ha'aseh, Shel Sfirat ha'omer, Shel Sfirat ha'omer, Shel Sfirat ha'omer, Shel Sfirat ha'omer, Sheva Shabbatot, Temimot tiyena, Sheva Shabbatot, Temimot tiyena, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, וציוונו על ספירת העומר, על ספירת העומר, על ספירת העומר, על ספירת העומר, על ספירת העומר.
32 today, 32 days.
היום 32 יום, שהם 4 שבועות ו4 ימים לעומר, נצח שבהון.
Please remain standing. Thank yous for today. Can I make it? No, I can't. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Okay, can do it. All right. You mind holding this one? Can you hold it?
Not at all.
Thank you very much. So I'd like to thank Andrea for also holding the cup and also for saying an amazing, amazing Devar today. And for being part of our davening team today. Wish it was more than once a month. But it's a schlep.
And thank you to Shimon
Oh, thank you
for
very
making it so easy to come in without knowing everything that the community does every time, just making me feel so comfortable and leading such a beautiful, beautiful musical service.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Glenn on percussion,
The heartbeat.
Also like to thank online Gil, who's online. Thanks, Gil. And is it Gil? Is Gil online? Who's it? It's Caroline. Thanks, Caroline. Yeah, that's what I thought. And also to Craig on AV. Craig, thank you very much. Thanks, Craig. And Victor, who's on site, and also Victor, and also Blanca, and Lenore, Lorena, thank you so much. Gil, who's doing security. That's what's happened here. Gil is on security. So make sure to thank him when you head out. And we're going to turn to Kiddush on page 88. Nine, 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 nine. Yeah, nine, 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 nine. Yeah, nine, 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 nine. Yeah, nine, 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 nine. Yeah, nine, 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 nine. Yeah, nine, 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 nine. Yeah, nine, 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 nine. Yeah, nine, 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 nine. יום השישי ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם ויכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. סברי חבריי וחברותיי, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו מצוותיו ורצה בנו ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה וראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מן כל העמים ושבת קודשך באהבה ורצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת אמן. שבת שלום.